Take 2. Hey folks, how's it going? I'm Francis and thank you for checking out my YouTube channel. Today I'm just gonna do a quick unboxing of the stuff that I got from Mr. Porter and Net-a-Porter, and maybe share my thoughts as well about the experience and if I recommend buying from them or not. Let's hop onto it. So just some quick context. I live in Manila, so the stuff that I usually look for are very hard to come by here locally because the brands are limited, and if they are available, the stuff that they sell in brick and mortar stores are also quite limited. So I usually rely on resellers or maybe what we call pabili from kamag-anaks abroad. And you know, to the extent that I can get them locally, I would, because for a lot of Filipinos who shop online, I mean, you guys would understand, right? It's quite complicated to buy stuff online, especially if they have to come abroad. It's highly likely that the customs would hold it, I don't know, God knows how long, and charge exorbitant fees to them. So this is the first time that I'm actually doing shopping with Mr. Porter and Net-a-Porter. What I like about them is that their delivery duty is paid, and what that means is if you purchase and check out, the price actually already includes the duties, and so you know, you don't have to worry about paying anything. It's less likely, or actually highly unlikely, that the customs would still hold it for a long period of time. So it kind of minimizes that risk, and to be fair, it's, you know, it's effective because these stuff that I purchase right here are, you know, arrived here less than a week, so it's very quick. It's actually even comparable to buying your stuff online locally, so quite good. So the first items that I'm gonna unbox are these two right here. They came in like really nice Mr. Porter boxes. These are actually just t-shirts, but I mean, they're not cheap, so you know, if you're gonna charge me that amount of money for t-shirts, might as well do well with packaging, right? Here we go. Let's get rid of this. So it's black paper and it says Mr. Chua. It's really nice. It's a really nice touch because you know that it's kind of personalized and they actually took care about how they packaged it. I actually already opened it, but to get the unboxing experience again. As I mentioned, these are t-shirts. So this is the first one. It's, you know, your plain old white t-shirt. I don't know about you guys, but I have that cycle of, you know, buying patterned logo t-shirts and then go back to basics again. I'm basically in that cycle again with just basic t-shirts. This is Comme des Garcons. I'm not sure if I pronounced it correctly, but it's French, but it's a Japanese brand. I got these for, I think, 80 pounds. Yep, that's 80 pounds, which is around 90 US. So definitely not cheap. Not that cheap for, you know, a plain old white t-shirt. But what I like about Comme des Garcons is I'm actually wearing one right now, but this is from the Play label. They do last pretty well and they're very comfy. You know, when you wear them, it feels like a hug. If that makes sense. But yeah, I kind of like it. I really like it. And the other one is the exact same style, but this time in a different color. So there you have it. Same old nice packaging. And there you go. So it's a black t-shirt, the same as the white one. It has like the logo right there. It says Comme des Garcons. Really nice. On to the next item. This one I got from Net-a-Porter. So actually, let me explain the difference, right? They're basically the same company, but Mr. Porter sells the menswear and Net-a-Porter sells the women's wear. What I do is sometimes I can't find certain shoes and accessories in Mr. Porter that are actually unisex, and I can find them in Net-a-Porter, and sometimes they're actually cheaper. One of the items right here is actually available in both sites, but it's cheaper in Net-a-Porter because they had a coupon. So this one I got from Net-a-Porter. It's from Prada. This is not available in Mr. Porter. Actually, it's not available anywhere. I checked everywhere. It's really hard to come by. I'm not sure why, because it's a pretty simple item, but maybe that's the reason why, because it's very wearable and it's very on trend. You'll see what I mean. So let's let's open it. Oh, when you open it, it comes with the usual Prada paper. And this is the item. This is what they call the Prada nylon rain hat. I've seen this a couple of times before, and one of my holy grails for the longest time. I stopped myself from buying it because it's not cheap. I got this for, let me check. I got this for $320, which is a lot of money, but supposedly it's also a good deal because I've seen this listed in other sites for $370 to around $380, and beyond the higher price, they're actually out of stock and unavailable. So, you know, more expensive, unavailable to other sites. So I'm quite happy that I found this in Net-a-Porter, and I think this is actually the last item of this particular style. I had to, you know, take a leap and just guess if it's gonna fit me because it comes in a lot of sizes. I think it comes from small to double XL, if I'm not mistaken. This one's a large. Honestly, if other sizes are available, I would have gone with the large because it's the middle size, and I'm not really sure how to size your hats. So just a closer look. Here you go. It's your usual Prada nylon, and it's very simple. It only has this one logo right here. And what I like about it is that it's not actually in the center, so it's not that in your face. When you wear it, it's gonna be like in the right hand side. Let me show you. There we go. This is how it fits. I really like it. And the logo is gonna sit right here. See that? And I'm really seeing myself wearing this a lot of times, and you know, it's an expensive price, but I do think I'm gonna get a return out of it through wearing it, if you know what I mean, because it's pretty wearable. It's plain black. It's gonna go with literally any casual items that, you know, you're gonna put in your body. I mean, I don't know, but there's this certain quality into this hat that I just can't figure out. I'm pretty sure other brands can pull off something that is exactly similar. I mean, it's pretty simple. It has this rib, whatever you call this, maybe the shade, and you know, there's really nothing special about this apart from the logo, but for some reason I'm just really drawn into it. You know, some sort of a je ne sais quoi, if you will. But here you go. I'm really happy I got this. The next item is a pair of sneakers. This one I got from Net-a-Porter again. This item, as I've mentioned earlier, is actually available also in Mr. Porter, but I ended up getting it cheaper in Net-a-Porter because they had a coupon going on that time, and I managed to get this 15% off, which is amazing because it's full price anywhere else. Unless you live in the UK, I think they do. It's quite easy to come by on sale. So just the Net-a-Porter paperwork over there, and this paper with zebra prints in it. This is from McQueen, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to mention. But I'm pretty sure you've seen this online. Because they're quite trendy for a couple of years now. I've seen this a lot on Instagram and YouTubers. It came in plastics, which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna rid off soon. There you go. This is the Alexander McQueen Exaggerated. Is that what they're called? Exaggerated sneakers, and you know, it's pretty intuitive why they're called like that. I mean, look at them. Look at those soles. They're huge. I'm gonna admit, one of the reasons why I got this because I'm a short guy. I'm like 5'4", and this will add what, an inch and a half of your height. I kind of see it like a more formal or like a more bougie Roucheron because of the shape. It's really nice. I decided to get it in black. It also comes with a lot of other colors. Most of them are white with varying heel tab colors and patterns. I'm drawn into this because I do already have a lot of white sneakers. So, you know, just so I have something different in my collection. A closer look, it's really clean, really simple. I will call this my Stormtrooper sneakers because of the color. But there's barely any branding in here apart from the tongue, which says Alexander McQueen, and of course the heel tab, which also says Alexander McQueen. It won't focus. Okay, there you go. I just want to pause right here and just make a quick note. These sneakers actually run large. I usually go for a size 41, but for these ones I got a size 40 and they fit me really well. So just a mental note right there if you're also interested in buying these shoes. So I'm pretty excited to wear these. As I've mentioned, I got this in a pretty good deal. I got it for 430 USD. The listing price is 500, which is the usual price if you want to get it. You know, if you don't want to wait for a sale, that's what you're gonna pay for. But look at that. That's a lot of shoe. And down to our last item. This right here started everything. This is the reason why I got into Mr. Porter in the first place and ended up buying all of this stuff. I was particularly looking for this item, and I did not find any Filipino reseller or like a listing that's available locally that had these. These are Saint Laurent. I'm pretty sure you also know what this is because they're quite popular, only because they're quite simple and very, very, very wearable, like the Prada hat. Let's unbox it. Okay, it's very nice. Black paper, usual stuff. Have your Mr. Porter paperwork over here. You got this from Mr. Porter. And you have extra laces, white laces too, and this little cute little bag. And I got the shoes in this bags, which is always nice to see, especially if you're paying a lot for like a pair of sneakers. Actually, for the price, I got this for 418 pounds. So how much is that? Like 470, 480 US. So it's a bit more expensive than the Saint Laurent, the Alexander McQueen sneakers. But there you go. Oh, these look clean. I mean, look at that. That's how a white sneaker should look like. Well, that's just my opinion, but this is just beautiful. I can't deny that. Quick story, I was originally gonna buy the Common Projects one, but for some reason I got tired looking at them. Maybe because a lot of people actually own them and I've seen them everywhere, so for some reason I got tired of them, even without owning them, if that makes sense. So I looked for alternatives. This one came up. They look quite similar, but what I also like about this is that the cut is a bit higher, so you know it's gonna be deeper in your ankles. So for some reason, I think, I'm not sure if there is a scientific basis for this, but I feel like this is gonna look better for a shorter guy like me, because the Common Projects one has a longer profile. It's thinner to the eyes, so you know, for some reason I feel like it's gonna make me look shorter because my feet will look, you know, longer than they actually are. So for me, this is a better shape. Although I'm gonna say again, they look very similar. So just a closer look. Like the Alexander McQueen sneakers, they're bougie but not in your face. So that's the trend right there. I don't like stuff that are very in your face. So they're very plain. It's just really your white sneaker, and the only branding that you would get is that gold stamping on the sides called it says Saint Laurent, and the heel tab, it says Saint Laurent as well at the back of the shoe. Sorry, I forgot to talk about sizing again. But for the Saint Laurents, they do run true to size. But for personal preference, I chose to go a half size up. So I got a size 41.5, used to go for a size 41. That's because I just want the shoe to, you know, look slim, and I really like the shape. So I want to maintain that shape. So, very wearable. To be fair, I can see myself, you know, alternating between these stuff that I just showed you guys, and like wear the shoe or wear the McQueens, wear the Prada hat or not, and the two plain shirts. They're all gonna look good together because they're pretty simple and all very wearable. And as for Mr. Porter and Netta Porter, I'm pretty sure you already have an idea about how I feel for them. It's just a great experience overall. I mean, the fast shipping, the no hassle in customs, and the selection of items available. I mean, to know that they had the Prada bucket hat that I can't find elsewhere, That's kind of amazing. So, you know, if you're looking into online shopping anytime soon and you haven't tried Mr. Porter or Net-a-Porter before, especially if you're from the Philippines or like a country that has a similar problem, I guess, with how slow the customs work and like that gray area about you're not even sure how much they're gonna charge for item. That's the scary part right there. So, you know, try them out. I mean, that's a really awesome experience for me. I won't be purchasing from them anytime soon only because I'm broke. I spent all my shopping money on them, but you know, the next time I'm gonna purchase my next luxury item, it's probably gonna be in Mr. Porter or Net-a-Porter. This ends my first ever video here on YouTube, and I hope you enjoyed it. But for now, goodbye. See you soon.